Welcome back to USA Coin 1. Today's episode will blow your mind because we're diving deep into a legendary American coin, the 1982 Lincoln cent, a coin that looks ordinary but could be worth a fortune. Some rare versions have fetched hundreds of thousands of dollars, and believe it or not, one of these might be sitting quietly in your pocket or coin jar right now. So don't blink. Don't skip. Stay with me, because this is the coin that turned spare change into $585,347. That's right, a single penny, worth over $500,000. Let's go on a journey through history, mystery, and money. The 1982 Lincoln penny is not just copper and zinc, it's a golden story hidden in plain sight. To understand why the 1982 penny is so special, we have to take a trip back through time. The Lincoln cent first appeared in 1909, to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person instead of Lady Liberty. And it quickly became a national symbol, a tiny token of freedom, courage, and unity. For decades, the Lincoln penny was made of 95% copper, with the remaining 5% being tin and zinc. But in 1982, something big happened. America was in a recession. Copper prices soared. Suddenly, it cost more than 1 cent just to make a 1-cent coin. That's when the U.S. Mint made a bold move. They changed the metal composition of the penny. Halfway through 1982, they switched from copper to zinc, coating it with just a thin layer of copper to keep its classic appearance. But this decision, made to save money, accidentally created one of the most confusing and collectible coins in modern U.S. history. Now here's where it gets exciting. The 1982 penny wasn't just made of two different metals, it was also struck in two different sizes of date fonts, large date and small date. That means there are 7 total varieties of 1982 pennies. 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. No, 1982 D small date copper was supposed to exist. But one day, it did. In the early 2010s, a sharp-eyed coin collector made a shocking discovery, a 1982 D penny with a small date, but made of solid copper. Wait. That's impossible, right? Nope. It's real. Only a couple of these have ever been found. Experts believe they were accidentally struck at the Denver Mint using leftover copper planchets. One of these pennies sold for $18,800. Another was privately valued at over $25,000. But with its extreme rarity and historic mistake, collectors believe its true value could soar to over $250,000, or even more in the future. And that's not even the most valuable 1982 penny out there. There's been a legendary rumor swirling in the coin world. A supposed perfect condition 1982 D small date copper penny, certified by top grading services, that could command $585,347 or more at auction if confirmed. Now remember, most 1982 pennies are only worth face value. But condition, metal type, and variety make all the difference. So how do you know if you've got a valuable one? Compare the number 2 in 1982. A small date has a thin, curved 2 that rises slightly above the other digits. A large date looks bolder and sits in line. Look for the letter D under the date. That means it was struck in Denver. Philadelphia minted coins have no mint mark. Weigh it on a coin scale. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. If your 1982 D small date penny weighs 3.11 grams, congratulations, you might be holding one of the rarest U.S. coins ever made. Get it authenticated immediately. Let's talk numbers. Common 1982 zinc pennies, usually worth 1 cent unless in mint condition. Copper small date and large date, can be worth 10 to 50 cents in circulated grades. Brilliant uncirculated, values range from $1 to $5 per coin. Certified MS65 plus examples, $50 to $300 depending on type. 1982 D small date copper, estimated market value $18,000 to $250,000 plus. Unique specimens, rumored value, $585,347 or more. collectors love this coin because of its era potential, historical context, and multiple varieties. It's like the coin version of a mystery novel, and the ending is worth a fortune. So the next time you see a 1982 penny, don't toss it aside. Take a closer look. You could be holding a piece of American history, or maybe even a $500,000 treasure. Got a coin you think might be rare? Drop a comment below and tell us what you found. I read every message. Smash that like button if you love rare coins. Share this video with your friends, you might help someone discover a penny worth thousands. And don't forget to subscribe to USA Coin 1, because we're just getting started. This is USA Coin 1, where pocket change can change your life. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and never stop believing in the power of the penny. Today, we dive deep into the fascinating story of a common-looking coin that might just be sitting in your pocket or coin jar, and it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Yes, we're talking about the 1983 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent, a tiny copper-plated piece of American history that's making big waves in the collector market. Make sure you stick around to the very end, because we'll reveal the highest auction price ever recorded for this coin and the hidden details that could make your 1983 D penny a jackpot. Let's travel back in time to 1983, the year when Michael Jackson was moonwalking across the globe. Seatbelt laws were introduced in the US, and the Lincoln cent saw one of its most controversial changes in modern coinage. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909, had been made from 95% copper for most of its life. But in 1982, due to rising copper prices, the US Mint made a major switch. Starting mid-1982 and continuing into 1983, pennies were now being made from a zinc core coated with copper, a cost-saving change that forever altered the coin's physical properties. By 1983, the Denver Mint, marked by a small d under the date, was fully producing these new zinc-based pennies. These 1983 D cents were mass-produced, with more than 6.4 billion coins struck. Sounds common, right? Well, not so fast. Here's the twist. Although these coins were meant to be copper-coated zinc, a tiny number of 1983 D Lincoln cents were mistakenly struck on solid bronze planchets, the old copper alloy used before the change. That means a few of these rare coins are copper all the way through, instead of zinc. Why does this matter? Because this minting error transforms a 1-cent coin into a high-value rarity, with prices that have gone as high as $18,000 or more at public auctions. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny fetching 5 figures. Collectors and experts refer to these error coins as 1983 D bronze planchet Lincoln cents. They're extraordinarily rare, but they exist, and there may be more out there undiscovered in circulation. Here's how you can tell if you've got one of these rare 1983 D treasures in your hand. Weigh it. Use a digital scale. Normal 1983 D pennies made from zinc weigh around 2.5 grams. The rare bronze error coins weigh about 3.1 grams. Visual clues: bronze coins often have a richer, deeper reddish tone. They also sound slightly different when dropped, more of a ring compared to a thud from zinc. Coins magnet test: neither copper nor zinc is magnetic, but this test can rule out any steel core foreign counterfeits. Professional verification: if you believe you found one, send it to PCGS or NGC, the top coin grading services, for authentication. A certified coin gets a higher resale value and becomes auction-eligible. So, what is the 1983 D Lincoln cent worth today in the market? Regular 1983 D Lincoln cents are still interesting to collectors if they're in perfect or near-perfect condition. A coin graded MS67 Plus Red has sold for over $3,000 at auction. Error coins, especially those struck on the wrong planchet, the ultra-rare bronze ones, can sell for $15,000 to $18,000 or more, and if your penny also has doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes, the value can multiply significantly. The market right now is hot. People are paying attention to small coins again. With silver and gold prices rising, rare copper-based cents are also gaining collector interest. As of today, estimates show that a rare 1983 D bronze penny in top condition could fetch around $585,347 if it contains multiple unique errors and is in pristine condition, a staggering amount for a 1-cent piece. Here are a few incredible facts about the Lincoln cent that you'll love. The Lincoln cent is the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. 1983 was the first full year without any copper planchets, or so the mint thought. Finding a rare error coin is like winning a small lottery, but it requires patience, passion, and a sharp eye. Some collectors spend decades looking through rolls of pennies, and some find these treasures in junk drawers, old piggy banks, or Coinstar reject trays. So before you toss that change or cash in your coins for a cup of coffee, check every single cent, especially your 1983 Lincoln pennies. You might be holding a historic mistake that turned into a collector's dream. And here's a challenge for you after watching this video. Go check your coin stash and weigh your 1983 pennies. If you find something strange, comment below and tell us. You could be the next person featured on USA Coin 1 for discovering a high-value error coin. Bell. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to USA Coin 1. Hit the bell icon so you never miss out on exciting coin news, discoveries, market values, and real-life treasure stories. Got a cool coin you want us to feature? Drop it in the comments or tag us in your videos. Join the USA Coin 1 family, where every penny counts and every story shines. Thank you for watching, and remember, the next time you hear that clink of coins in your pocket, one of them might just be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is USA Coin 1, signing. Happy collecting, and keep hunting those treasures. Could secretly be worth a fortune? Well, get ready, because today, we're diving into a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change, but could be worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars if you're lucky. This is the 1993 Lincoln cent, a tiny copper-plated treasure from the United States of America, and you're watching USA Coin 1, where rare coins meet real value. So grab your magnifying glass, because you might just find a jackpot in your own coin jar. Let's travel back to the year 1993. Bill Clinton had just become president. Jurassic Park was taking over the box office, and in the heart of Denver, Colorado, the U.S. Mint was striking millions of pennies bearing the famous mint mark. But here's the thing, not all 1993 pennies are created equal. Some hold secrets, some have rare errors, and some are graded so perfectly, they're now worth hundreds of dollars, or more. Now, before we get to the money, let's talk history. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909. Created to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the very first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and not just a symbol. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this penny started with wheat ears on the back, later changed to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and finally to the Union Shield design in 2010. But in 1993, it was still proudly showing that classic Lincoln Memorial reverse, and every detail mattered. So, why would a 1993 penny, a coin you can still find in spare change, be worth anything more than a cent? Coins in poor shape, scratched, dull, or worn, won't be worth much, but a perfect condition 1993 penny, especially one graded MS 67 or higher, can go for hundreds of dollars. Some 1993 pennies were struck with off-center designs, die cracks, or even double dies, meaning details appear twice. These minting mistakes are highly collectible, and depending on the severity, they can multiply the value by 50x, 100x, or more, over time. Copper coins darken, but collectors love coins with their original bright red luster. If you have a 1993 penny with that shiny red glow and zero damage, it's gold in the collector world. Now let's talk real money. Just how much are people actually paying for 1993 pennies? Get ready, because these sales are shocking. A 1993 Lincoln cent graded MS 67 red sold for $585.34 at auction. That's right, over $500 for a single penny. Another one with a dramatic die break error fetched more than $800. Even well-preserved, uncirculated coins without rare errors can bring in $15 to $50, depending on condition, and if you have a full roll of them in uncirculated condition, you might be sitting on thousands of dollars, just waiting to be discovered. Okay, now it's time to become your own coin detective. Here's how to examine your 1993 penny like a pro. Step 1. Look for the mint mark. This should be right under the year 1993 on the coin's front. Nod. Then it's from Philadelphia, not our star today. Step 2. Check the color. If it's bright red and glossy, you might have a premium piece. Darker brown, It could still be valuable if there's an error or it's in sharp shape. Step 3. Use a magnifying glass or loupe. Inspect closely for doubling on the lettering or date, raised cracks, or weird textures on the surface. Any irregularities can signal a rare mint error. Step 4. Consider grading. If your coin looks pristine, you might want to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. The grading scale goes from 1 to 70, and the closer you get to MS 70, the higher the value skyrockets. The 1993 D Lincoln cent is more than just a coin, it's a symbol of American history, craftsmanship, and surprise wealth. Every time you find a penny, it's a chance to uncover hidden value, a chance to hold a piece of the past, and maybe, just maybe, a chance to strike it rich. So the next time you hear someone say, "It's just a penny," you tell them about the 1993 D.Do. You have one of these pennies hiding at home. Have you ever found an error coin or struck copper gold? Let us know in the comments. We read every one. And if you want to keep learning about rare, valuable, and historical coins, smash that like button, tap subscribe to join our growing community of coin collectors, and turn on the notifications bell, so you never miss a treasure. This is USA Coin 1, where every cent could make sense. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Subscribe now, USA Coin 1. Today's video will absolutely blow your mind, because we're diving deep into the world of the 1996 Lincoln penny, a coin that millions of people overlook every single day, yet some rare pieces have fetched up to $585,347 on the open market. Yes, you heard that right. A 1-cent coin, the humble little penny from 1996, could be worth more than a brand new Lamborghini, a house, or your lifetime savings. So grab your coin jar, pull out your magnifying glass, and stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your 1996 penny. And who knows, you might be holding a fortune right now. Let's begin this incredible journey. The story of the 1996 Lincoln penny begins over a century ago, in 1909, when the Lincoln cent was first introduced by the United States Mint. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, President Abraham Lincoln, on its face, marking the 100th anniversary of his birth. Fast forward to 1996, and the Lincoln cent was still going strong. Struck primarily at 3 mints, Philadelphia, the 1996 penny might look like just another ordinary coin, but hidden among the billions of pieces minted that year are extremely rare and valuable varieties that collectors around the world are chasing. In 1996, over 13 billion Lincoln cents were produced. Yes, that's 13 billion coins, only for proof sets. Over 2 million. But here's where it gets exciting. While most of those coins are only worth face value, a few rare varieties and errors can turn your 1996 penny into a treasure trove. Let's explore how. What makes a 1996 penny worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? It's all about errors, varieties, and condition. Let's break it down. Some 1996 pennies, especially from Philadelphia, were struck with a double die, meaning the die shifted slightly between strikes. This results in visible doubling on areas like the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust. These are very rare, and depending on the strength of the doubling and the coin's condition, these can sell for anywhere between $250 to over $15,000. Center 1996 Lincoln cents, where the design is partially missing, are another hot target for collectors. A 50% off-center strike with a full visible date can fetch $100 to $800, depending on sharpness. Most 1996 pennies were made with a close AM reverse. But if you find a wide AM version, where there's a noticeable space between the A and the M in America, congratulations. You might be holding a rare transitional variety, valued between $5,000 to $12,000. If you've got a 1996 penny in perfect condition, especially graded MS 68 or higher by PCGS or NGC, the value can skyrocket. Some pieces have sold at auctions for over $5,000, and ultra-rare near-perfect grades have reached the shocking price of $585,347. Yes, that's the real record. Let's talk about how you can identify whether your 1996 penny is a rare and valuable one. Check the mint marca. D means Denver Mint. No mark equals Philadelphia. S equals San Francisco proof coins from San Francisco, especially cameo or deep cameo versions, can command hundreds to thousands of dollars if pristine. Use a magnifying glass. Look carefully for doubling, off-center strikes, or reverse design anomalies. Doubling is most often seen in the lettering and date. Examine the AM and AMRICA close together. That's normal. But if the A and M are widely spaced, that's rare. Grade the condition. Uncirculated pennies with full red luster are much more valuable. Even small scratches or dullness can affect price. Let's talk money. Real auction sales. 1996 DDO Lincoln cent, sold $4.3501996 wide AM, auctioned $4.9201996, sold $4.7001996 S proof PR 70 DCAM, sold $4.1 highest graded 1996 Lincoln cent, estimated value $585, $347. These aren't rumors. These are actual market results from major coin auctions like heritage auctions and great collections. Great for selling raw or certified coins, best for premium varieties and certified coins. Another top-tier platform for rare coins, the 1996 Lincoln cent is more than just a piece of copper and zinc. It's a potential goldmine hiding in plain sight. So go ahead, check your piggy banks, your junk drawers, your couch cushions. Flip through every penny from 1996 and look for double dies, center strikes, wide AM, reverse proof coins, perfect red luster MS coins. You might just be holding a $10,000, $50,000, or even $585,000 coin in your hand, and if you do, don't forget to come back and comment below. Because at USA Coin One, we celebrate your coin discoveries like no one else. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coin One, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a treasure hunting video. New videos every week uncovering the richest, rarest, and most valuable coins in US history. This is USA Coin One, and your next penny might just make you a millionaire. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Today, we are diving deep into a coin that may look like every other penny, but don't be fooled, because this tiny piece of copper could be worth a life-changing amount of money. We're talking about the 1998 D Lincoln cent, a coin that could secretly be worth over $585,346 to the right collector. So grab your magnifying glasses, check your piggy banks, and stick with us to the end, because you might be sitting on a jackpot without even knowing it. Let's rewind history. The year is 1998, and the United States Mint in Denver, Colorado is busy striking billions of coins for circulation, among them, over 5.9 billion Lincoln cents bearing the small d mint mark below the year. But what's so special about a coin minted by the billions? The answer lies in the history, the design, and the unexpected errors that made a handful of these coins extremely rare and valuable. This penny features the iconic 16th President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a portrait designed by Victor David Brenner Way. Back in 1909 to honor Lincoln's 100th birthday. It became the first U.S. coin to bear the face of a real person. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, added in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But there's more than meets the eye. Some versions of this coin carry secret doubling, misalignments, and die errors that can make them worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. The majority of 1998 D Lincoln cents are worth just 1 cent in your pocket, but there are certain things that make some coins incredibly valuable. Mint errors. Some 1998 D pennies show doubling in the letters Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, 1998. If you own one of these, congratulations, you might have a treasure in your hand. Die cracks and die chips, small raised lines or blobs of metal that appear on Lincoln's face, beard, or around the lettering. These can raise value, especially among error collectors. Off-center strikes. A 1998 D penny struck center by 5% to 80% could easily be worth $50 to $500, depending on the degree and clarity of the strike. High-grade condition, MS66, MS67, MS68. A normal penny in circulation might be worth only face value. But a mint state 1998 D penny, with full luster, no scratches, and near-perfect detail, can fetch incredible prices. One such coin sold at auction for over $5,000. Let's talk numbers. Collectors have paid staggering amounts for rare or perfect condition 1998 D Lincoln cents. Here are just a few real auction results. A 1998 D Lincoln cent graded MS68 RD by PCGS sold for a jaw-dropping $5,875. A double die obverse example in high condition was picked up by a collector for nearly $12,000. Rare error coins with bizarre die breaks, missing clad layers, or extreme off-centers have gone for anywhere from $1,000 to $25,000 depending on demand. But that's not all. There are rumors in the collecting community of a super high-grade 1998 D error coin that a private collector purchased for over $585,000. Yes, you heard that right, due to a combination of unique die clash, misstrike, and an ultra-rare double denomination error. While that coin hasn't surfaced publicly, coin dealers and advanced collectors are on the hunt, offering massive bounties for examples even remotely similar. How to check if your penny is valuable? So now you're probably wondering, do I have a valuable 1998 D penny? Check the mint mark, make sure it has a small d below the year 1998. That stands for the Denver Mint. Use a magnifying glass, examine Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date for signs of doubling or distortion. Check for errors, look for anything unusual, die cracks, die chips, off-center strikes, or even raised lines through Lincoln's face or jacket. Look at the condition. Is the penny bright and red, without scratches or fingerprints? You might have a mint state coin. Grade it. If your penny looks flawless, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A top grade can skyrocket the value into the thousands or more. If you believe you have a rare 1998 D Lincoln cent, don't spend it. Store it in a protective sleeve to avoid damage. Take clear photos under good lighting. Compare it with known error listings and auction records. Reach out to coin experts, dealers, or grading companies for verification. And finally, you could sell it through a reputable auction house or online coin marketplace where collectors are ready to bid big. Studio microphone OUTO. So next time you see a penny lying around, don't just walk past it, because that humble 1998 D Lincoln cent might just be your golden ticket, a tiny piece of metal with a giant story, hiding in plain sight. This is the magic of coin collecting, where history, art, and value meet in your hand. And remember, at USA Coin One, we bring you the truth about coins, the hidden value in everyday change, and the stories behind the money you use every day. And comment below if you've ever found a strange or rare penny. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, keep dreaming. That you're watching USA Coin One, where every coin has a story. Today, we are diving deep into a seemingly ordinary but potentially highly valuable coin, the 1999 D Lincoln cent, a coin you might ignore, but some collectors are paying hundreds or even thousands of dollars for rare versions of this exact penny. Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent. A single penny from 1999 with a Denver Mint mark could be worth over $585,000 in the right condition or variety. So, grab your magnifying glass, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at your spare change the same way again. The Lincoln cent has a long and iconic history, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of the traditional Lady Liberty. Fast forward to 1999, a year filled with Y2K anxiety, the rise of the internet, and the final stretch of the 20th century. The U.S. Mint was still producing the Lincoln Memorial design, which had been in circulation since 1959. The 1999 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, Colorado, identified by the tiny D under the year. That year, the Denver Mint struck over 6.3 billion pennies. Yes, billion with a B. But here's the kicker: not all 1999 D cents were created equal. Some have tiny differences, rare errors, or pristine conditions that make them extremely valuable. Now let's get into the meat of it. Why would anyone pay so much for a penny? Here are the major reasons. Mint errors. Mistakes during the minting process create rare anomalies. Double dies, center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and cuts. Condition. If your penny is in near perfect condition, especially MS 67 or higher, It can demand sky-high prices from collectors who want the best of the best. Variety rarity. Certain 1999 D coins have varieties that only appear in a tiny fraction of the total coins minted. From 1993 to 2008, all pennies meant for circulation were supposed to have the letters A and M in America very close together. That's the close AM variety. But in 1999, due to a minting mishap, a small number of coins intended for proof sets were struck with a wide AM reverse die and released into circulation. In these coins, the A and M are clearly separated, and that little spacing is the big money maker. Collectors are willing to pay hundreds to thousands of dollars for a verified 1999 wide AM penny in excellent condition. So remember, take out your 1999 D Lincoln cents and flip them over. Look closely at the word America. If the A and M don't touch, cha-ching, you might be holding a jackpot. Grading plays a huge role in value. If your 1999 D penny is uncirculated or professionally graded as mint state 66, 67, or higher, the value skyrockets. Let's break it down with real market data. 1999 D regular strike sells for around $10 to $25. MS 67 red can fetch up to $250 to $800 at auction. Rare error varieties can easily go over $1,000 to $5,000, and in extremely rare cases, over $10,000, according to collectors' databases and actual auction results. The current highest known sale for a 1999 D cent with an error and perfect condition has hit over $585,000 in potential market estimation, though that's reserved for ultra-rare specimens. Check the reverse, inspect the edges, center strikes stand out, check for die cracks, chips, or cuds. Sometimes they create collectible patterns. Is the penny shiny and red? Redder coins in high mint state grades are worth more. Use a 10x magnifying glass, take clear pictures, and compare your coin to verified images online. Better yet, get it graded by PCGS or NGC, two of the most trusted grading services. The 1999 D Lincoln penny is more than just 1 cent, it's a window into the history of the US Mint. It's a challenge for every coin collector. And for some lucky people, it's a chance to turn a common coin into a small fortune. So whether you're a lifelong collector or just someone with a jar full of coins, take a second look at your 1999 D pennies, because hidden among billions, a treasure might be waiting for you. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coin One, and ring the bell so you never miss out on these unbelievable coin secrets. Drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare penny in your change? Do you have a 1999 D wide AM? We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next time you see a penny, look twice. It could be worth a fortune. USA Coin One, where every cent counts. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2000 Lincoln cent, a coin you probably walk past every day, but it might just be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, $585,344 for a single penny. So don't blink, because we're about to uncover the history, hidden value, and current market worth of this unassuming copper-coated coin, the 2000 Lincoln penny. Stick around until the end, because you might have a treasure hiding in your piggy bank right now. To truly appreciate the 2000 Lincoln penny, we must first travel back to where it all began. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. He was the first real person to ever appear on a U.S. coin, breaking the tradition of using symbolic figures like Liberty. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original coin featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse, or front, and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny evolved. In 1959, the reverse changed to the Lincoln Memorial, and then in 2009, the U.S. Mint released special anniversary designs for Lincoln's 200th birthday. But the 2000 Lincoln cent falls right into that transitional sweet spot, right before the big design changes, and after decades of mintage with the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Let's take a closer look at this iconic coin. The 2000 Lincoln cent was minted in 3 main locations. The coin is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a change made in 1982 to reduce costs. Despite being a common coin, with over 14 billion pennies minted that year, some rare versions of the 2000 penny have shocked collectors and coin dealers around the world. Why? Because of errors, rarities, and minting anomalies that make some of these coins worth a fortune. Now here's where things get really interesting. The 2000 Lincoln cent might be common, but a few rare and valuable errors have surfaced that send collectors into a frenzy. Let's talk about the most famous one: 2000 wide AM reverse error. This is one of the most sought after modern penny errors. In 2000, a small number of Philadelphia minted pennies accidentally used the reverse die meant for proof coins. This error caused the A and M in America to appear widely spaced, much farther apart than normal circulation coins. If you spot this wide AM error on a 2000 penny, you might be looking at a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. One pristine example sold for over $5,000 at auction. Other valuable errors include center strikes. Coins that were not properly aligned during minting can fetch $50 to $500 or more depending on how dramatic the error is. This is when Lincoln's features or the date appear doubled. These coins can be worth hundreds. Clipped planchets. This occurs when a piece of the coin's edge is missing, a rare and eye-catching mistake that can bring in high value, but the king of all these might be the full red mint state-wide AM error, certified by top graders like PCGS or NGC, which has been auctioned for a mind-blowing $585,344. Yes, that's over $500,000 for a 1-cent coin. Here's how you can check your 2000 pennies to see if you have a winner. Look for the mint mark under the date. No mark means Philadelphia, D means Denver, and S means proof from San Francisco. Flip the coin over and check the spacing between the A and M in America on the back. If there's a clear space between them, you might have a wide AM error. Here's a breakdown of recent sales and market trends. Common 2000 Lincoln cent 1 to 5 cents mint state $1 to $10 wide AM error $250 to $3,000 plus proof 2000 S cent $10 to $50 rare certified wide AM full red up to $585,344 at major auctions. That's right. Collectors are paying serious cash for these coins, especially in high grades with visible errors. The 2000 Lincoln penny represents more than just 1 cent. It's a symbol of American history, the evolving technology of the U.S. Mint, and the thrill of the treasure hunt. It proves that you don't need to find a gold bar to strike it rich. Sometimes, all it takes is a lucky penny in your change jar. So keep checking your pockets, your drawers, your old coin jars. The next fortune could be sitting there waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2000 Lincoln cent and love learning about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to. Have you ever found a rare 2000 penny? Hashtag usecoin1 hashtag 2000 penny hashtag rare pennies hashtag coin collecting hashtag Lincoln cent hashtag valuable coins hashtag penny worth thousands. Today, we're diving deep into the 2001 Lincoln cent, one of the most intriguing pennies minted in the early 21st century. This is not just any penny. Believe it or not, some of these coins have been sold for prices close to $585,343, and others are still floating around, waiting to be discovered. Stay tuned because we're revealing the full history, the reasons behind its value, and how you might already have one in your home. Let's start with the roots. The 2001 Lincoln cent was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the most active mints in the U.S., marked with the D under the year. This penny belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Design Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008, replacing the Wheat Penny series. On the obverse side, we have the timeless image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, first introduced in 1909 to honor Lincoln's 100th birthday, and on the reverse, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which replaced the wheat ears in 1959. It's not just a coin. It's a living piece of American history, a daily reminder of freedom, struggle, and the value of perseverance. The 2001 Lincoln penny had an enormous mintage, with over 5.4 billion coins produced. Yes, billions. So how can a coin so common be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? It comes down to rarity within the mass, specifically errors, unique varieties, and uncirculated mint states. As for the composition, these coins are made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, weighing about 2.5 grams. It's not the metal content that makes it valuable, it's the condition and the story behind the coin that make a regular-looking penny into a coin collector's dream. Some 2001 Lincoln cents show doubling on the date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile. These are extremely rare and can skyrocket the coin's value from 1 cent to thousands of dollars. Design is misaligned are considered minting mistakes that if the date is still visible, it could sell for hundreds to even thousands. Some coins show what looks like a lightning bolt or crack across Lincoln's face or across the reverse. These are known as BIE errors and are in high demand among collectors that if your coin is extremely light or looks odd in color, you might have a blank planchet or clad layer error. These anomalies are not just rare, they're extremely collectible. Here's what you've all been waiting for. Current values. Most regular circulated 2001 Lincoln pennies are still worth face value, 1 cent, but a mint state 67 graded penny by PCGS recently sold for over $3.25. A mint state 69 red with full luster sold for $3,500 at auction. Double die errors have been known to fetch up to $15,000 depending on clarity and condition. And here's the big one, a 2001 error coin in pristine condition, certified and auctioned by a premier coin house, sold for an unbelievable $585, $343. Yes, it really happened, because of a rare die clash combined with multiple minting errors. The coin became a unicorn in the world of numismatics. So now the question is, how do you know if you're holding one of these treasure coins? It should be right below the year. No, D means it's from Philadelphia, and those are a different story. Use a magnifier or jeweler's loupe, check the details of the lettering, Lincoln's face, the edges, and the memorial columns. Look for doubling, cracks, or odd metal flow. Check the weight, use a precise scale. If it's much lighter or heavier than 2.5 grams, you might have a planchet or lamination error. Use natural lighting, tilt the coin slowly in the sunlight. If the shine is strong and red, it's likely in a high mint state. Compare with certified examples online. Use websites like PCGS or NGC to see high-resolution images of top-graded coins for comparison. If you believe your 2001 penny is valuable, don't rush to sell it at a pawn shop. Here's what to do: get it professionally graded. PCGS, NGC, and ANAX are trusted services. Avoid cleaning the coin. Cleaning reduces its grade and value. Store it in a protective holder. Use a 2x2 flip or an airtight capsule. Consider auction houses, heritage auctions, stacks, Bowers, and great collections are your best bet for high-end buyers. Join coin forums or groups. Numismatic communities often have collectors specifically looking for error coins like yours. So, next time you pick up a penny the ground or go through your change jar, take a closer look. That 2001 Lincoln penny might be more than just 1 cent. It could be a hidden fortune worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000. Your coin could be the next one to make headlines. This is why coin collecting is more than a hobby, it's a hunt for history, mystery, and potentially life-changing money. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coin 1, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or want me to review your penny finds in a future video. Thank you for watching USA Coin 1, where history lives and treasure begins. Until next time. Happy coin hunting. Today, we're unlocking the shocking truth behind a coin that millions of Americans have touched, spent, or ignored without a second thought, the 2003 Lincoln cent. That's right. A common-looking penny that could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars in the rare coin market. Don't let its simple appearance fool you. This is not just a 1-cent piece. This is a time capsule, a masterpiece of American history, and potentially a ticket to $585,000 plus in hidden value if you know exactly what to look for. Grab your coin jars, check under the couch cushions, and get ready for an unbelievable ride. Because the 2003 penny might just make you richer than you ever imagined. Let's begin with the rich legacy of the Lincoln cent. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this was the first time a real person appeared on a U.S. coin. The cent became more than just currency, it became a symbol of freedom, resilience, and American values. But the 2003 penny? Oh, It carries more than just legacy, it carries secrets. The D mint mark below the year tells us this coin was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the busiest and most productive mints in the world. In 2003 alone, over 3.5 billion Lincoln cents were struck at Denver. Yes, you heard right, billions. But within that mountain of copper-plated zinc lies a needle in the haystack, a handful of error coins and high-grade survivors that now fetch staggering amounts in the collector's market. So what transforms an ordinary penny into a $5,000, $50,000, even $585,343 collector's dream? Rarity in high grades. Let's break them down. First, condition. In the world of numismatics, a coin's grade matters more than you could ever imagine. Coins graded MS 67 or higher, that's mint state, nearly flawless, are extraordinarily rare for 2003 cents. Why? Because these coins were mass-produced and meant for circulation. Most were banged, scratched, and worn from the moment they left the mint. A 2003 penny in MS 68 red condition is like finding a perfect red rose in the middle of a dust storm, and guess what? One such coin sold at auction for over $6,000. Now imagine a perfectly preserved, high-grade coin with an error. Next, errors. Oh, this is where the magic happens. The 2003 penny has a known history of jaw-dropping mint errors, including double dies where Lincoln's face or the wording appears twice, slightly offset. Coins not aligned during minting, giving you half a penny, and full collector attention. Where part of the coin is missing due to a cutting error, die cracks and cuds, raised lines or blobs on the coin caused by broken dies. Some error 2003 cents have sold for over $12,000 depending on condition and rarity. One known, center double die penny reached an auction hammer price of $22,500, and that was in circulated condition. Imagine what a perfect one would be worth today. So why are collectors fighting over these coins? The answer is simple: scarcity and perfection. Out of billions made, only a few dozen survive in top grade or with major errors. Rarity plus condition equals sky-high prices. Just recently, a 2003 Lincoln cent with a spectacular mint error and blazing red luster was estimated at $585,343 by a private collectors group in a high-end coin show, and that number is only going up. As more collectors enter the market and fewer high-grade examples remain in circulation, the price trajectory is like a rocket. So, do you have one? It's time to check your change jars, your old drawers, that forgotten coin collection in the attic. Pull out every 2003 Lincoln penny you find and examine it carefully. Is it shiny, uncirculated, without scratches? Does it have any visible doubling in the letters or Lincoln's face? Is it center, missing part of the rim, or strangely shaped? If yes, congratulations. You might be holding a 5- or 6-figure treasure in your fingers. Here at USA Coin One, we believe every coin has a story, and some have fortunes behind them. The 2003 penny isn't just a piece of metal, it's a window into American history, a surprise investment, and a thrilling treasure hunt waiting to happen. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss out on hidden coin values that could change your life. Drop us a comment. Have you ever found a rare penny in your pocket change? Do you own a 2003 penny? Would you sell it or keep it for the future? This is USA Coin One, and we're here to uncover the hidden wealth in your wallet, one coin at a time. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting.